hey, what's going on? I thought I was going to be late there for a minute. All right. Man, this is the last video in our balance sheet series on the Blueprint for Balance series. It's just a wrap up. We're going to just do a quick high level review of where we started and now where we are. And it's amazing. And I hope you guys have gotten a lot of value out of all of this discussion. So to start off with, we started off with something as simple as an algebraic equation. Assets equals liabilities plus equity, right? And from there, if you recall, we expanded the balance sheet to be bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So we went from something as small as this, and we layered in the current and non-current portions of things, right? And then we built in some details for current assets, and then current liabilities, and then non-current assets, then non-current liabilities, and then wrapped it all up with equity. But wait, there's more, all right? We added the time element and we started to expand it this way, time-wise, horizontally, if you will, right? We did the vertical by adding in all the detail, and now we have added the time element and expanded it that way, right? So, man, we have come a long, long way. And then the last piece of that was that we can do that expansion in a number of ways, right? You can do it weekly, you can do it monthly, you can do it annually. And I'll tell you, you've probably figured this out at this point. I love financial statements. I know, it sounds dorky, right? And I own it 100%. But I think you should love financial statements too, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why, all right? And I jokingly say this, but I love financial statements because at the end of the month, I get to see how much money I made. Do you wanna see how much money you made? This can tell you, this is a diagnostic tool to help you make more money, okay? It's not a guarantee. I'm going to put a disclaimer out there that, you know what? You can have bad financial statements. You can have a bad business idea and you're going to lose money and go out of business. Okay? There is no cure for a bad business idea. There's not. Accounting can't cure it. Marketing can't cure it. Sales can't cure it. But if you do have a good idea, it's market tested, you know there's a business for it, right? The financial statements will teach you what you need to do to improve your business, okay? So, we went a step further than our Blueprint for Balance. These are just some excerpt pages out of the Blueprint for Balance. We did some additional math where we talked about ratios and that sort of thing, right? So let's go to that, and there it is. There it is. I want to highlight the ratios that we talked about, right? There are some of the balance sheet ratios. There are others I did not mention. Okay, this is not a be-all end-all list, okay? But it is a wonderful, wonderful start to get you going, and it's not that complicated. Remember, we've been doing really some very, very basic math here. We've been doing addition, we've been doing a little bit of subtraction, and we've done a little bit of division. That's it, right? You guys can do all those things, right? I know you can. All right, so I'm wrapping this thing up, but I want to ask you guys some questions. Do you think that Elon Musk knows how to read a set of financial statements? You know the answer to that question. Of course he does. Is he an accountant? Nope. I guess that's one of the big things that I want to make super clear in this video, right? You do not need to be an accountant. As a business owner, though, you do need to be able to read financial statements. I asked in an earlier video, who's your CFO? If you can't point to a person, guess who it is? It's you. I'm the CFO of my business. I'm the CEO of my business. I'm the CMO of my business. I am the chief cook and bottle washer for my business. And I know that a lot of you guys are too, right? So if you're looking to scale, because I know I've done a little bit of that over the life of my business, and these financial statements have helped in a huge way. So as I'm wrapping up, the one other thing that I just wanted to close with is you can get our blueprint for balance. Let me grab that real quick. Boom, right there. All right, blueprint for balance. Just a quick little sales pitch. You don't mind me selling you on this real quick, do you? I love this booklet because it's really, the layout is really conducive for learning, okay? These videos are great, and but there's a lot of definitions in here, and if you can just learn just a little bit of it at a time, it's great. But here is an example of what I'm talking about, all right? Like over here on this page, we're talking about what's on this page, all right? And I'll put a link in the description. I'll put a link also in the comments, and that way you guys can get this. I'm giving it away. There is a little bit of a catch. Shipping and handling. Obviously, it cost me a little bit of something to get it out there, okay, to you guys. But click the link, follow the prompts. You guys can just fill in your email address and payment information and that sort of thing. It's a super easy process, and that way we can get you a physical version of it. I don't do an electronic version of this because I feel so strongly about the layout of the booklet that you need the booklet. Again, because you can lay it flat and then you can read the left side of the booklet and also be looking at the right side at the exact same time, and hopefully gain a much greater understanding about what you're looking at. And then one day, when all that you're really looking at is the balance sheet all by itself, you don't need any help anymore. Okay, you don't need the help because you know your way around a balance sheet. All right. So anyway, one last little thing, and that is I'm going to be doing another series of videos, and it's going to be super simple as well. Hopefully, it's going to be structured very much the way this one is, and it's going to be on the income statement. That's going to be the next financial statement that we look at, okay? And we're gonna use the same accordion style presentation so that you can just see how it develops bit by bit. If you can understand the smaller pieces of this and then start to watch how it grows and expands, then you're gonna get it just fine. All right. As usual, put your comments and questions in below, and lastly, don't forget to like our Facebook page, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next series of videos. Financial statements, I love financial statements, and I hope I can convince you to too. See y'all later.